She makes big money too.
Well, she makes a good living. She's happy with what she's doing.
Okay, and how do I contact her?
Yeah, you'd have to call. She's a clinical psychologist in a school, Lake City School. There
Lake City School.
in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Okay, so I know how to get in touch with Mandy. What about the son?
My son lives with us. He's just runs a small business.
What about a phone number? Do you have a phone number you can give me to call these people?
My home, but I don't know if anybody's there.
Well, what's the number?
It's 208.
You know anybody in the media?
Well, my brother was in the military, and he was there a long time. He may know some people that.
Your brother was in the military.
Yes, yes.
Is he still in the military?
No, he retired from the Coast Guard.
He retired from the Coast Guard, but he still knows people in the Coast Guard.
Yes, and he used to work out of Washington, D.C., so he may know some people that
He
can
knows
help.
some media people.
Yes.
Some people that can help us make a political statement.
Well, he may, yes. I think so. He knew some important people.
He knows what kind of important people did he know?
Well, like his commanders and the people in Washington, D.C. that he worked with.
Oh, he worked in Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
So, tell me your wife's name again.
Debbie.
Okay, and how to contact her?
She's in Idaho at that number I just gave you.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to contact her. We're going to tell her that we have you, and if she doesn't pay, we're going to send you back to her in a box in little pieces. Do you understand
Well,
me?
that could scare her.
Of course it'll scare her. Can you tell me where you're from?
United States.
I want you to answer me when I ask the questions. Now, where in the United States are you from?
The Northwest.
Where in the Northwest? Be more specific.
Sir, I'm nervous. Could I get some water, maybe?
All right, all right, all right. Is this going to help you?
Yes, I haven't had water for a while, and it'll help me think and calm down. When I get nervous,
All right.
I can't think.
All right, now I'm going to ask you the questions again. So, do you have relatives?
Well, I have parents.
Okay, parents. Where can I contact your parents?
Well, sir, I know they're concerned about me, but there's a man that really wants to hear. He's a person we've been told to call if we're in a situation we don't understand, and his name is Bob.
Okay, this Bob. I can call this Bob,
Yes.
and he would help me.
He is trained to understand these situations and answer calls like this and help people resolve things safely.
This is good. So you have a number for me?
Yes.
Okay, so you can give me a number.
Yes.
Okay, so I call this Bob. Is he going to give me money?
I don't know what he has. Sir, you have everything I have, and so I'm really nervous. Could I sit down maybe?
Well, you know what? We can arrange that, but I need a few more answers from you. You know, I'm willing to work with you if you're honest with me.
Well, I know Bob is concerned about us and would like to see this safely resolved.
Okay, we'll do this, Bob, but I have more questions for you.
Yes.
Okay, do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me who they are?
Well, sir, I know that they love me and they do want to see me released as well, and I'm sure that they would want you to talk to this Bob and see if we can't get me released. And how about the others? How are the others being treated that are taken?
Oh, we take good care of them.
Could I see them maybe? I would think better. I think if I would know they're safe and I could sit with them and talk with them, and I think I'd be more clear on because I want to help. I want to help you, but I also am concerned about the others that are with us.
I think we can do that. I think that's a possibility. We arranged this. But you answer my questions?
Yes, yeah, I'm an honest person. I want to help.
These brothers and sisters, they cannot help me. I must go to this Bob.
Well, and like my dad, he's concerned about it. He's old. You have a dad too, and you know that he would be concerned about me and my mom. But they're older. They don't have any money. But I know they would want you to talk to Bob about safe resolution.
Okay, we do this, Bob. Let me ask you more questions. You have an education. Where were you educated?
Well, I went to school in Idaho.
You went to school in Idaho?
Yes.
Or did you go to college, yes?
Yeah, I did.
Where did you go to college?
I went to a small state school in college in Idaho.
Okay, and what kind of degree?
Sir, well, I was just here with this group. Is there a way I can see the rest of the people in this group? And
I'll get to that. I am tired of you running me around. I want my answers.
yes, sir.
You understand me?
Yes, sir. I want to help. Sir, I can't think when you're doing that. I'm not used to that type of behavior. If you just step back, I could think a little more clearly.
You don't like it when I shout at you?
No, I'm not used to that. My dad's an older fellow, and he's a gentleman, and I'm not used to that. It scares me, and I can't think when that happens.
You cannot think when I do that?
No. I have a hard time keeping my mind on questions.
Oh, so if I ask you questions, I don't shout, you answer?
Well, if you step back, it's a little easier for me to think and and keep my mind together.
Good. Can this Bob, can you help us with our political cause? We need to talk to the media. Do you know someone in the media?
I myself, I don't know anyone in the media. Bob may have some contacts. I don't know. I'm just a teacher. We're here teaching English as a second language to the people of this country, and that's why we're here. We're not. I don't understand why I'm even here right now, but we just want to be home with our families. They love us.
You've just seen a role-play reenactment of a typical interrogation by two of our staff. We ran two scenarios. The first one, we showed you a guy maybe who didn't have a lot of training trying to do the best he could. Then the second time, the same guy uses some of the tools we've talked about. So let's quickly look through those. In our first scenario, we saw some don'ts. Don't respond when that interrogator gets louder or more violent. Don't respond with more information and a faster pace, or you're letting it work. Don't get into details that lead to more details that lead to more details. Eventually, you'll go too far. Stop at the edge of your box. Don't give personal information unless you've thought it out. I want to humanize. I don't want to give away information that makes me appear more valuable than others. Don't give personal contacts. I don't want this person to call my family. Don't connect my family to politics or power or media or things that may create more valuable asset as a prisoner and make me stay longer. On the do's, do kill those little dog trails as the interrogator goes for more detail by becoming repetitive or referring back to subjects you've already talked about in your box. Be careful at it, be tactful at it, but do repeat yourself and don't give more and more new information. Do give them an alternative to calling your family, that outside contact, that Bob. Do keep your pace slow and quiet and talk slower and slower than the guy doing the questioning. Asking for humanizing things like water and sitting, trying to get away with those done in a polite way to humanize and to slow things down. Constantly reinforce that you are cooperating, you are trying to help. You're helping by giving them Bob, someone they can talk to for answers. You don't really help them by giving them lots of details. Sanitize your importance. Talk about yourself, talk about the group and others, and in the end, when you can't answer with the real answer, go back to your STS.
David has just talked to you about some of the key points to take note of in these role plays. As we end session 2, take time with your group to talk about what you've learned in this session. Negotiate what you would do as a group if you were in a similar situation. The more you think through your STS and how to stay in your box, the more effective your group will be at putting these tools into practice. Refer to your listening guide to see a diagram of the box. Begin to talk about the topics that are okay to stay in your box and those that should remain outside your box. Let me remind you, the tools and handouts in your listening guide are meant to help you as you prepare to go on your trip. Utilize them before your trip, but make sure you leave all your training materials at home.